at the remarkable Mark Taper Forum in downtown Los Angeles. Center Theater Group presents Immediate Family by Paul Oakley Stovall, directed by Felicia Rashad with a phenomenal cast. This is Celi's Hangout.
I'm gay! He's my boyfriend! Oh man, I knew that.
Modern Family meets Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. Immediate Family is a thought-provoking, hilarious comedy that tackles the ideals of marriage, religion, family, and much more. Not only did we get to hang out for the show, but we also got to get exclusive access to hang out backstage with some of the cast. Not only are they brilliant and talented on stage, off stage they're so giving and loving. I had a blast hanging out with them.
Hey guys, Franceli Chapman here from Celi's Hangout, hanging out at the Mark Taper Forum Theater here in sunny, not so sunny today, but Los Angeles, California. And I just saw Immediate Family and have one of the cast members with me, Kamal.
Yes.
So great to be hanging out with you. So one of the things I want to know is, where do you hang out in LA during your downtime? Because all actors, you know, you spend most of your time in the theater, but when you're not here, where are you hanging out?
I would say most of my time outside of acting is spent in Chipotle. Yeah, I have a social life yet. I just got here. I came here with this show, so I'm still looking for a social life if anybody wants to help me out.
There you go. Give Kamal some hangout places.
Please do. Please do.
So there's this myth about LA, about the theater scene not being comparative to the New York scene, but this play is phenomenal. I love it. It's my second time, guys. How has LA received you guys?
I don't know how to compare it to New York, but I used to live in Chicago for 5 years. And no shade to New York or LA. No shade, but ain't nothing touching the shot. Ain't nothing touching the shot. Chicago's theater scene is just, it built me to who I am today. But I will say, to give love to LA, from when I've been out here, I've met so many cool people that they do theater as well as the film and television thing. And people keep telling me about shows I gotta go see now. And from what I've heard, LA has more theaters than New York or Chicago, like in terms of different theaters, you know, not necessarily regional theaters or equity, but they have more theaters. So I think it's just a myth. People just don't understand because Hollywood's out here, so they don't, yeah.
You gotta come here. Get out here.
Exactly.
Hang out here.
Exactly.
And check out the theater scene. And CTG is definitely one of the on your top list to do here in LA.
And I was just gonna say
Immediate Family. Immediately. Come here. What is your favorite line from the show?
I got so many great ones from our playwright. I would probably say, I'm just gonna pick one because every single one of them is like attached to my skin. But the line, "You thought I didn't know you was gay?" That's probably one of my favorite ones.
The show deals with so much: race, gender, sexuality, family. I mean, what do you want folks to walk away with when they leave the theater?
First of all, something very personal on all those themes you just touched on.
Right.
Because we do hit every single one of those in a very subtle yet touching way. So I just want people to walk away with a sense of seeing themselves in us and a sense of self-evaluation. That's what theater is supposed to do. It's supposed to invigorate some type of change within you. And our playwright and Felicia Rashad, our director, this is our second time doing the show. And this time she said, and the playwright said, "Hey, let's go deeper. We want to touch people and make them walk away from the theater thinking, what can I do in my own personal life to be more accepting, to be more loving, to be more open in thought."
What's next for you, Kamal? How can folks follow your journey? Let people know.
Yeah, first of all, hopefully the CTG again. Let me tell you something. The Mark Taper Forum CTG is off the chain. Like it's off the spice rack.
It's amazing.
It's first class the way they've treated me the whole time I've been here. But I got a pilot that's coming out. That's dropping on Fox. Hopefully I'll be. Yeah, thank you so much for that. And a couple films coming out that I just shot this year. One called Elvis and Nixon. Another one called Xmas, which is a comedy. And hopefully I'm gonna move out here to LA and start auditioning and hopefully, you know, make some things happen, whatever God has in store for me.
Amen to that. You have a Twitter handle folks can follow your journey?
Yeah.
Okay.
actually, you know, I fancy myself a little bit of a photographer now, so I take a lot of pictures. So hit me on Instagram at Kamal Bolden.
Kamal Bolden.
Yeah.
Hit him up on the IG.
Yeah.
Let him know where to hang out.
Yeah.
And you're right here hanging out on Celi's Hangout. Guys, Celi's here and I'm back. Hanging out right here with J.Nicole.
Hi.
So, immediate family. I've been already hanging out with your co-star, Kamal.
My play brother.
Yes. So you're from by way Chi-Town.
That's right, baby.
And the
Born and
play is
raised.
set in Chi-Town.
Yes.
How much do you love that?
I love it. I love that I went to college to get rid of my Chicago accent, and now I'm in a play where I get to use it.
Right.
So it comes full circle. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm born and raised. I'm born on the west side, raised on the south side. I grew up in Washington Park, which is right next to Hyde Park. So all of these characters and all of the circumstances are very familiar to me.
What was it like hanging out with Franceli Chapman?
Hanging out with
Her
Franceli
directing
Chapman is like, I've said it before, but it's like looking into the sun. You know, it's
Jesus. Lord.
It's like,
Hallelujah.
you think I can't look directly into it because it's so beautiful. I might get blinded, but it gives you life.
Right.
So she's also, you know, she's a loving, kind woman, and she's also technically quite skilled at directing and a comic genius. So she knows how to mark beats. So in short, it was great.
Yeah.
It was great working with her. She's a theater creature, without question.
What do you hope folks will take away from seeing this piece, especially your character, because your character is already so empowered. Your character is so grounded in who she is. What do you want people to be walking away with when they leave?
Ina is a truth. She tells the truth. You know, there's truth and justice. She's a great clown, and I mean that with all due respect, because in order to clown, you have to tell the truth of it. And so hopefully people will walk away with feeling comfortable in their own skin, and also just walking knowing that we're moving toward genderless. You know what I mean? And not to get caught up in all of the, you gotta be this and that. You know, it's just one lifetime, and let's just love each other and have a good time doing it. So hopefully people will walk away in the spirit of love and mischief.
I mean, you guys gel so well together.
We like each other.
It's as if you guys are just, it is a family.
We play cards for real.
Playing.
We love each other. It's,
Yeah.
it's a good, and that doesn't always happen. You can't
And
fake
your
that.
costumes. Fabulous.
Emilio Sosa, our costume designer, is amazing, and you know he's a Tony Award winner, nominated, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that was all Emilio. He's really great.
So what's next on your journey? How can folks follow the journey? What you got going on?
Oh wow, you know it's like you set up the tent and take the circus from town to town. So I'm gonna stick around LA for a little bit, and I'm at Dr. Slick on Twitter and all of that. So you can kind of keep up with me on Twitter and Instagram. Yeah, I like to post my adventures and engage with people, and so I'm just gonna continue writing and storytelling and riding the wave, baby.
She's being modest. She like artistic, directs, and theater. You know, she does a lot. Follow her, okay?
I make card houses. That's about all I do.
Thanks for hanging with us. Hey guys, Celi here, and I'm back. Celi's Hangout. I'm hanging out with Brian. Yeah, I still want to know the secret behind the breaking of the glass. Someone tell me how y'all make that happen.
It's theater magic. Theater magic.
I thought I was gonna get the inside scoop, but clearly
Oh, nobody's telling you?
no one's telling
See, I'm
me.
glad I didn't say nothing. I would have been the one to like
Spill the beans.
spill the beans.
Spill the beans. Recently, you work right now with Franceli Chapman in this show.
Yes.
What is that like? Can
Insane. It's amazing. You know, it's one of those things where, if I'm honest, working with Franceli Chapman has changed the way I work as an actor. It's one of those things where you do a lot of projects, and sometimes you do the project because it's a great project, and sometimes you do the project for the money, or sometimes you do the project because whatever the myriad of reasons that you have, right? This was an amazing piece. I never expected to work with a director that would literally change my process as an actor. I think I usually have a very specific way of working. I ask very specific questions. Who is this person? What do they want? What is the situation? You know, and I I think the stuff that I'm working on as a person is the same stuff that I'm working on as an actor. I think I know everything. That's one of those things. So I do the work, and I really feel like I know everything. And Felicia Rashad had this way of working that left me not knowing anything all the time. And it was a breath of fresh air. It's like, when is the last time you walked into the room, or any room, and you knew you were the dumbest person in the room? When is the last time you stepped into a space where you literally had no idea what was gonna happen when you took that step? And I feel like she pushed me to that edge. She pushed me to that edge, and she caught me every time. A great example is, if we're having a scene, my whole thing is, what's happening between us? And her way of going about it, I use this metaphor all the time, but Felicia Rashad would say, it's like a rose, and the petals are soft, but the rose is breaking through the concrete. And the first week I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I would honestly say, and tell me if you think this is true as well, Ms. Rashad, but I feel like we almost have a shorthand now. There's something about her understanding that I was stuck in my head as an actor, and her kind of pushing me to a space where it was about my relationships and about how I was feeling, and it was okay to swim in those emotions for a really good part of the rehearsal period, and then to do all the other stuff on top of that. And so the result of that is a really, really multi-layered character who breathes and who is very real. And that's thanks to you, Ms. Rashad. So thank you. I love you.
Immediate Family is a beautiful play. It's risky. And CTG, they're wonderful in taking risk and bringing on great shows like this. This is why you need to be coming to the CTG. What do you hope folks will walk away with when they see a show like this?
This show is one of those shows, because it deals with family and it deals with so many kind of like broad cultural issues. It's dealing with sexuality, it's dealing with religion, it's dealing with the hierarchy within family systems, the older sister, the younger brother, the middle child, and all of those dynamics. Because it's dealing with all those issues, what I hope people walk away from this show is what I hope every audience walks away from any real powerful theatrical experience. And that is with the ability to have great conversations that break down these walls and these kind of silent secrets that we have within our communities, number one. And then two, I want the audience to be able to see themselves. I want the audience to sit in that theater and look at the stage and say, wow, I'm just like him, or I'm just like her, or I didn't know I was just like her, but I actually really am. And so, theater is supposed to bring about change, and kind of like Nina Simone was saying, art should reflect the times, and I feel like this show does just that.
I love it. Can you leave us with your favorite line in the show?
De Sama, baby, De Sama. That's my favorite line. Y'all don't know what that means unless you're Swedish.
Right.
But I love that line. De Sama, baby, De Sama.
And we De Sama you.
Mwah.
That's it. I'm gonna put his name at the bottom so you have to see his fabulousness. He's worked with everybody.
But make sure to say you look real pretty. So no,
you look so good.
First of all, thank you for coming 2 times. 2 times. Double up on that. Everybody double up on it. Tickets are going fast. What's up?
My friend Drew, Broadway Black.
Yeah.
I saw him when he came in town. Yeah, he said he was fabulous and I had to come see it. So I came twice.
Shout out to Broadway Black.
Yeah, Broadway Black. My friend.
Yay! You're fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Follow you and stuff. You're such brilliant actors. Thank you. It was good to see y'all up there, inspired and empowered. So y'all keep rocking. Y'all keep
Yeah, you keep doing your best.
Thank you.
We're gonna keep going. For sure.
Yeah.